Hey, this is Jason.
And this is Travis, and we're the QBs on wheels.
It's Monday, and Monday Night Football is tonight Chicago against the Washington Redskins. Should we flip a coin and see who gets the pick? I'm going to win this time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. Call it in there.
Tails.
Still lost, man.
Ah,
I don't
how
know.
can I?
You have the
That's,
worst luck.
that's four in a row, man. That's unbelievable. All right, who you got?
Oh, man. I think the smart pick would be Chicago, but I don't know. They haven't really been doing much either. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Washington gets upset.
All righty. I will definitely take Chicago.
We'll go with the upset there.
But Washington has looked okay in their two losses, actually.
Yeah, they don't look bad.
Um, they played tough teams, but I don't know that Chicago's going to be any easier for them.
Yeah.
All right, so I got the Bears. Real quick, one of the things that Travis and I have been talking about is who is going to remain undefeated. Right now, there are 8 teams that are undefeated. If you include Detroit, who's 2-0-1. Some of them will be 4-0 instead of 3-0 next week. So let's just hit them and find out who Travis thinks is going to make it to 4-0. First of all, the San Francisco 49ers are 3-0. However, they have a bye week, so they definitely will still be 3-0. I think there's pretty much that's the only bet I will definitely win is that the 49ers will definitely be 3-0 at the end of next week. The Rams, the Cowboys, the Packers, and the Chiefs are all 3-0, and they're all playing teams that have had at least one loss. So they could all potentially be 4-0. Who do you think is going to make it?
Um.
Let's look at them one at a time. We got Dallas and the New Orleans Saints, who looked surprisingly good
Yeah, man.
without Drew Brees.
They look pretty good, man. I don't know, and Teddy Bridgewater really isn't that bad of a quarterback. He got drafted by Minnesota, and he looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason why he lost and didn't look that great last week is because he didn't play the full game.
Right.
He came in later on the game, and he didn't have a groove. Yesterday, they looked pretty good against Seattle. Like they definitely look pretty good. So
Seattle's
it's gonna,
not a pushover.
yeah, they're not. And Dallas, I know they're your favorite team, but they really ain't playing any good teams yet this year. They played the Giants, the Jets. Oh no, not the Jets. Miami and Washington.
Yeah.
So they're really
Yeah,
playing.
the reality, this is their first real test.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be a close game. I don't know. It's kind of hard to bet on Dallas though, man. I think I'd have to pick them. I really would. If Drew Brees was in, I think it'd be a different story. But I think Dallas got it.
yeah. I think that they're going to go 4-0. My biggest concern is the Eagles because um, that rivalry. Even when Dallas has been great and the Eagles have been bad, um, Dallas has lost that game. And the flip side is when the Eagles were strong and Dallas was bad, Dallas upset the Eagles.
Yeah.
They know each other so well that that's a coin toss every single time. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think we're going to survive the Saints.
yeah, I think so.
Um, what do you think about the speaking of the Eagles? The Packers play the Eagles on Thursday night. Um, do you think Packers are going to go 3-0, or do you think the Eagles got something to give them?
I think the Packers are gonna win. They're gonna continue 3-0. The only thing is, and the reason why I say that is because Eagles are looking really bad. Like they don't have no receivers, and that's the reason why I would say that Packers are going 3-0. Now, if Deshaun Jackson and
Alshon, yeah.
Alshon Jeffries comes back, then it might be a little closer. But I think Packers will survive. I think
No, I agree. Yeah, I feel that
their
that
defense.
as of today, they're hoping that Alshon is able to play. It does not look like Deshaun Jackson is going to be available.
Yeah.
So they have at least one receiver down. Um, man, the Eagles could have won that game this week, except for 7 dropped passes,
Yeah.
and those are killers. The turnovers and everything else, you're going to have a little bit of that every week. They have more than their share, but you can't drop the ones that land in your hands.
If you think about it, when the Eagles played the Falcons last week, Nelson Aguilar had a drop pass that
That was
that
game
went
winner.
a touchdown.
He had 2 more yesterday too.
Yeah. So Eagles
Um,
should be 3-0 right now.
it kind of bothered me because he made a great play, caught a pass, did 2 full spins, and got into the end zone. Looked like a damn hero.
Yep.
Problem is that if he feels like that, he's not going to break his bad habit, which is moving before the ball gets in his hand.
Yep.
He did that twice in yesterday's game, where he was thinking about his next move, but hadn't completed the last one. And that's just fundamentally, that's they teach him Pee Wee football. Watch the ball till it's in your hand.
Right.
Um, he's a talented player, but the reason he's the number 3 receiver is because he's missing that stuff.
Yep.
We got who else we got here? The Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are playing the Lions. The Lions looked surprisingly tough. They're 2-0-1, so they're officially undefeated. So one of these teams is going to get their first loss unless the Lions get another tie. But what do you think? Chiefs or Lions are going to prevail?
Kansas City looks too strong right now.
They are the definitely the premier team right now.
Yeah, like Lamar Jackson had a little bit of a hope for a comeback, but it was too late. And Kansas City's too good, man. They look really confident and good right now. So
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be
and
fun.
really, you know, the the Ravens came back not to finish them off, but that was just a matter of the defense getting tired and worn down.
Yeah,
Kansas City's offense is no joke.
yeah, it's ridiculous. It's not even fair.
And the last one is either the Patriots or the Bills. Well, at the beginning of the season, if I said to you, in week 4, the Pats and the Bills are going to meet and they're both going to be undefeated, you would have thought I was, smoking some of the wacky weed.
Yeah,
Um, but here they are, week 4. Do the Bills have a chance?
they definitely have a chance. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. But they have a chance, man. They look pretty good. Josh Allen has been crazy good. Like he's been surprising me a lot. And Frank Gore, like 70-year-old Frank Gore, still pounding in the end zone. So
Yeah, I think I don't know how old Frank Gore is, but let's just say that he and Tom Brady are definitely senior citizens when it
yeah,
comes to football.
it's funny
Um,
too. I actually, if you guys watched the video, and I know Jason knows, my fantasy team, I picked up Melvin Gordon, and he hasn't come back yet. So I've been like scrambling around trying to find a running back that will do something for me. I picked up Frank Gore last week, put him in. He had like 70-some yards and a touchdown, so I'm happy with it.
Nice, nice. Yeah, he has been consistently there
Yep.
for just let me check and see how long he's been in the league, but a long time.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
been. Now I do think that the Bills have a chance, but if I was betting money, I'd bet on the Patriots. Their defense looks surprisingly good, and even though Antonio Brown got dropped by the Patriots, they still have an unstoppable offense. So.
Wait, remember the wide receiver to remain nameless.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're referring to Antonio Brown. But
I actually did see. Speaking of him, real quick, I see that 3 teams are interested in him. I don't know why they would want to give him a chance, but
yeah, I mean, if I were one of those teams, I'd be offering him the league minimum salary
100%.
because you get but wherever he goes, he's going to be on an incredibly short leash. I mean, they're making a big deal about these sexual abuse allegations, but that's not the reason that the Patriots caught him.
No.
That's a convenient reason to say, listen, this guy is not going to play. We're going to cut our losses now because, yeah, he isn't not going to be a team player. And that's all we have here is team players.
Yeah.
Just in case you're wondering, Frank Gore started in 2005.
Damn.
He played 14 games in 2005 for 600 yards in his rookie season. So, yeah, that's been around for a while.
And he's still doing good things. Like he's just not giving up, man. He kind of reminds me of maybe a slower Adrian Peterson. Them guys are like the only running backs that have been in the league like 10+ years that I can even think of. So
one of my favorite players is Ironhead Hayward. And he kind of reminds me of Frank Gore because he's like, if you need 2 yards, I'll get you 3. If you need 4 yards, I'll get you 3. And that was his name. That was his specialty. Was those hard-hitting Ironhead yards where no one could stop him, no matter how many there were, for the first 3 yards. After that, he wasn't fast. He wasn't anything special. He wasn't going to dodge. He just slammed it through.
Yeah.
And that's the way Frank Gore is.
Yo, real quick, are the Rams still undefeated?
They are.
Okay.
They play. Who do they play?
The Buccaneers, I think.
That's right, the Buccaneers. Yep. What's your take there?
I'd like to take an upset somewhere here, but I think they're going to be fun too. I think they'll be fun too.
Yep. My thing is that at the beginning of the season, it looked like the Chiefs, the Patriots, in the AFC, and then the Rams, the Cowboys, and the Eagles in the NFC. And I thought that there was a few more NFC teams that would be very competitive. The Saints. Really, the Cowboys are the only ones in the NFC that look as good as I thought they would be. The Rams are 3-0, but they haven't looked as good as I expected the Rams to look.
No.
And the surprise is the 3-0 49ers that I did not expect to be there.
Yeah, I didn't really expect. I expected the Packers to be good, but I didn't expect their defense to be that good. So that was kind of a surprise for me too.
Yeah. And then, you know, I think the one that really came out of nowhere is the Bills. Is that you know, no one expected them to be 3-0, and we're gonna see what they're made of against New England. That'd be nice to see New England's see if they're fallible. So far they look perfect.
That'd be awesome if the Bills beat the Patriots. It would be awesome.
I'd like to see it, but I can't imagine it because I mean, right now the Patriots and the Chiefs are the class in both leagues.
Yeah.
But
A little surprise news, though. I mean, it's not surprise if you watch the game, but the Giants finally looked decent with Daniel Jones. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. The only bad thing is Saquon Barkley's got a high ankle sprain, and he's going to be out 4 to 8 weeks. So
that sucks.
yeah, that
The
definitely.
good news is that that's a very recoverable injury. It shouldn't hamper him long term.
Right.
But still, it's very painful. You can't play with a high ankle sprain. So it won't threaten his career, but it's certainly going to screw up the Giants season.
Yeah. And my Falcons, sucks to say. Now he's not the best safety in the league, but he's probably the best hard hitting safety in the league. Keanu Neal for the Falcons. He went down with a torn Achilles, so he's out for the season. And he missed all last season too. With I think he tore his ACL last season. So I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, and speaking of potentially career-ending injuries, the Achilles is definitely one of those that he may never be what he once was, unfortunately. Um, yeah, again, no news that's been good as far as injuries. I've been blown away by how many season-ending injuries we've already had across the league.
Yeah, and it's like really
This,
good people too.
yeah. I mean, top 10%
Yeah.
of almost every position has had one or more season-ending injury.
Yeah.
But yeah, the closest thing we got to good news is that Sam Darnold may be able to play because the Jets have a bye week this week.
Yeah.
So that's going to give him an extra week of recovery without costing him more field time.
Yeah.
I haven't checked to see if he's practicing, but yeah, he's out for now. Well, that's the news for Monday afternoon. Go Bears. Go Bears. And we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to go through our pick six, find out who's in the lead. I'll give you a hint. It's looking like Travis's chances of wearing the pink Cowboys jersey have gone down. Unfortunately for me, I'm a little nervous because I've been thinking about this too long and telling you guys, but Travis hasn't said a word. That means he's contemplating.
Oh, I got a couple ideas,
Is
brewing.
it, he's been going more in his head. I'm a little worried about that. But we'll be back tomorrow night.
Peace.
Peace.